Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video actually today was requested by one of my friends, and it was for mental health issues while raising a family. And she had told me that it's okay to have mental issues while raising a family. And I agree with her, because everyone has issues, everyone has problems, everyone has situations they get themselves into, and it's a lot, especially raising a family, depending on how big your family is too. If you have a big family and you're struggling with mental issues, it is okay. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a struggle for sure, but it's okay. And I think that's what she wanted me to push out, because I think she's seen a lot of people going through it as well. And like I've said in my last video, we're going through the pandemic, so I wouldn't be surprised if the entire world had mental issues. They're out of work, they can't work, they have health issues, along with mental issues. Like, everything just unravels, and then you're trying to take care of your family, to the best that you can, when you have all these things going on. You have so much emotions, and mental illness, is referred to as invisible, almost to like the naked eye. It doesn't make it less real or less physical. It is in fact a real thing, and it comes in different ways. Logical, it throws off your mood. You have mood swings. You can't function at work, or taking care of your children or school, or what have you. So I get it. Like, it's an emotional roller coaster. But I think that if, the first step is acknowledging that you have some type of issue, or you have something going on, I think the first step is acknowledging it. And I think that's great if you do, and you seek help, friends, family, a professional perspective as well. Just understanding that you have an issue is the first step, because then you can overpower it, because it's mind over matter. And I feel like once you acknowledge it, it makes everything better. It makes it a lot easier, especially when you are raising a family. If you're coming from a broken home and you have 4 kids to take care of by yourself, and you have these issues, that's hard. That's a lot. Just having kids alone is a lot. And then you have your issues on top of it. And if you haven't sought help, or you haven't reached out to family or friends, that's okay too, because you could be also in a situation where you're questioning yourself. Do I have a mental issue? Do I have anxiety? Am I having anxiety attacks? Am I having panic attacks? Is this something that I'm just getting in my head because this is so overwhelming for me and I don't have the help that I need? All these questions are in your head, and that's okay if you haven't sought help, because you're unsure of yourself. Like I said, I think acknowledging it and seeking help, preferably professional help, to give you a proper diagnosis, is the first step, And I know just having 5 kids, that's very hard on its own. And I've struggled with depression. I've struggled with anxiety. I have anxiety like no other, I used to never be like that, but as I got older and the more kids I started to have, it just took over on me. I'm constantly worried about what they're doing, if they're safe, if they're okay, are they choking, are they gonna run into a wall, or am I gonna be late for work because I have to get the kids ready, or am I gonna get enough sleep? Like, I just found myself having anxiety for everything and anything, and that's okay. To me, that shows that you're so strong and you're acknowledging it. You questioning yourself is good. You want to question yourself. It's equivalent to having a conversation with yourself in the mirror. When you get up and you're just like, oh, I look so ugly, but you tell yourself you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're going to get up today, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and you're going to keep going, because in all reality, we have to. It's up to you to lift yourself, to know, okay, I have the kids to take care of, the husband needs this, my partner needs this, I need this, and I don't really know too much about mental health issues. I do know that it is borderline depression, and anxiety is unfold. Like, it's just overload, So I'm not too familiar with the mental health issues, but to know that it is okay to have that raising a family. You know, if you're going to work and you're taking care of the kids, they're going to school, they get home from school, you get dinner ready, they take their bath, they do their homework, you have story time or what have you. That's a lot. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you aren't stressed or overwhelmed or you just need a minute to yourself, you know. That can cause a lot on you mentally and physically, absolutely. I've had those moments where I was very overwhelmed and you feel like there's just 24 hours is just not enough in a day, you know. There's just always something you have to do. But I have learned to like make a list of things that I need to do, and I'll check them off. And even if I have 10 things and I only get 3 done, tomorrow is a new day and I will take care of it then. If I can't get to it, there's another day. I've realized that there is not enough hours in a day, but I can only do what I can do. You know, don't try to overdo it. Don't overwhelm yourself with so many things. You know, I get it. You want to keep the kids busy so they have soccer. Or one of them has football, or I don't even think they're in the same season, but whatever. You know, one has cheerleading, one has gymnastics. You know, you have to get to a meeting, or it's chaotic. I get it, but it's wonderful. You know, it's wonderful. For me, it's wonderful. You know, I have my days where I've been depressed. There's been days where I don't want to do anything. I'm not getting out of bed. I'm not getting ready. There's been days where I'm just so overwhelmed and I just can't do it. It's just too much on my list and I can't even check the first thing off. But if you just do one thing at a time, check it off, go to the next one. That's what my mom always told me. Make a list and then a plan accordingly. You know, and if you're not organized, oriented, that's okay. You know, if your life is hectic and that's the way that you roll and you handle things, that's fine too. But like I said, it's very important to acknowledge that you have some type of issue. And if you honestly believe that you do have some type of disorder or depression, you know, I advise you to seek help. And I advise you to seek help as soon as you possibly can. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with having a mental issue. Does it break you down? Yeah. Do your kids see it? Yeah. Does your significant other see it? Yeah. But that's where your support system comes in. You know, you seek help, you have family and friends, you have your partner. Even if you don't have your partner, maybe you got mental health issues from your partner, or maybe you got mental health issues from your children. Those are all okay. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. You know, you could be a person that wanted, 10 kids, and that's just what you wanted in your life, and then you have 10 kids and it's just like, what was I thinking? You know, now you're just like, I'm overwhelmed, it's too much, I can't do this, it's driving me crazy. And you know, you suffer and you have a disorder, and then you get diagnosed with a mental health issue. You know, it is real. It's not in your head. You know, I get it. Life can take you down. You know, there's a lot of things that can overpower you without you realizing it, you know. But there is help, you know, that you can seek, friends, family, and the good man upstairs. He will never give you anything that you cannot handle. I promise you. This is just a small little adventure that he's putting you on. That way later on you can pass on your wisdom. You know, hey, I suffered from mental health issues and I was struggling with my kids and this and that. We get it. Life happens, and that's okay. And you need to understand that it is also okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less of a person. It makes you an even stronger person the second that you acknowledge that something's not right. That is a disorder. That is a sickness on the brain. That's real. My flowers just fell down. But that's real. That's a real thing, you know. So it's very serious. You should take it serious. And if it's pondering on you, or it's just too much, please seek help, because it's only going to get worse. And if you're not worried about it, that's great. That's even better, you know, because you've acknowledged it, so you already know. But don't overdo it. Don't overwhelm yourself. You know, do what you can do, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do. Don't try to do better. Don't try to go over and beyond. You have to get your mental state right before you can do the next task. I know for me, when my house is messy, I get anxiety and I can't function or concentrate. But if I just clean what I need to, and then it's done, I can go to my next task, and then that anxiety is over. That negative energy is gone, you know? Or if it's, should I have a meeting, but I have to pick the kids up at this time? Okay, you know, seek a babysitter, seek family, you know, whatever. Or maybe postpone your meeting, or, you know, let them know, hey, I have this to do, you know, I'll be a little bit late. Do what you can to the best that you can, because that's all we can do at the end of the day. And I do agree with my friend. It is okay to have a disorder. People have bipolar disorder, mental disorder, anxiety, depression. I mean, there's so many things out there that people have, but who is one that doesn't have a disorder to judge? Just because they have a disorder does not mean that they don't have issues or problems in their life. You know, you see what I'm saying? So whether you're normal or weird or whatever you want to call it, no one is different. Like, everyone's different, yes, but you should be treated as equal. You know, just because you have a disorder doesn't make you any different. It's a real thing. Unfortunately, it happens. It's not like you're asking for this freaking disorder. You know, it just, life happens, man. COVID, this pandemic, masks, can't breathe. We didn't ask for this, but we're all out there looking like ducks and stuff. You know, it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do to the best that we can. You see what I mean? You have to do what you can to the best that you can. Other than that, it is what it is. I was stressing so much because the things that I could not control, I got anxiety. But now I'm to the point where I'm not going to stress about things that I can't, that are out of my control. If I can't control, I'm not stressing over it. I'm going to make the best that I can. If dinner's not going to be cooked by 6 o'clock, when we usually have dinner at 6 o'clock, okay, 7 o'clock it is. You know, it's just, life happens. Kids, your life, you're trying to cram everything in. There's not enough hours in a day. We all know that. You know? So take it for what it's worth. Work with what you have. And, you know, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't intertwine all of these obstacles because you feel like you have to have it done now. It's going to be okay. It's totally fine if you have any issues, disorders, whatever. It's okay. That's why there's help. You know? So I would just advise that you do seek professional help if need be. I can't talk today. If need be, but you know, it all starts with you acknowledging if you do have a disorder. It could just be in your mind and you're just overly stressing, you know. But to answer her question, it is okay. It is definitely okay. There's nothing wrong with having problems when you're raising a family. You know, there could be situations where you're just by yourself and you're a single parent, or you have your significant other and they're there for you, but there's nothing they can do for you mentally because, like I said, it's a real thing and it's kind of hard. A disorder is really hard to come by, you know, so it's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be okay. And it's definitely okay to have those type of issues when you're raising a family. You know, seek help, do what you can. Don't overdo it. Don't overwhelm yourself. And just keep telling yourself that it's going to be okay, because it is. I'm going to wrap it up for now. Please leave comments, questions. Personally, email me. It's in the description. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.